All right, so let's take a closer look at the Falcon 2 Pro. And one thing I want to stress about it is the size. It's actually quite large. So our table here is 3 feet. And the machine is over 2 feet deep. Looks like about 26.5 inches. It's also pretty reasonably wide at pretty much 2 feet with those wires, but even more with this pump. And about 13 inches tall. So yeah, definitely make sure you have room for this thing. And I've kind of put everything here so you guys can see what it all comes with. So we got the sample boards, some stickers, power supply with the cord, a brush, 2 USB-C cables with an adapter from A to C, the goggles, some extra pieces here, including another adapter, thickness gauge, manual, which is very nice. And then we got the hose here with the clamp that goes here, and then this will clamp it down, kind of like that. So as far as the machine itself, it's a very nice pro looking setup, pretty clean. We got the red tint on the panels, and that's to protect your eyes from the laser. We do have a door that opens up, and we can see here there's some magnets, and I think those are actually also sensors. It does know when it's open or closed. So, and the door does open pretty good amount, so there's a lot of room to get in there. Everything is laid out really nice in here. Quality materials. We've got the laser head here with air coming to it, and then the power cord. They route nicely through here. We got distribution here and where everything goes. So the air actually comes over here to the front and comes out here to the air pump. There's also a control here for that, and this is the plug for it. So we can see we're running on linear rails here on the Y, and also the X is this rail here. A very nice construction. We got some stickers here about warnings for the laser. The module itself is very nice. This is where it connects, and you just loosen this, and then it'll move around up and down, and this is how you can gauge it to where you need it. And if we look in the corners, pretty clean back there, just rails. If I push this back here, we can see we have the floor here consists of these pieces. There's quite a few of them, and they sit in the little grooves you can see here. So supposedly you can lay these flat also if you wanted to, but you probably want to stand them like this because as you're cutting, you want debris falling down through them. And that actually goes down to this tray here, which on the front, it opens up and it comes out all the way. Here it reminds us to clean the tray out. If you want to, you probably should put something maybe in here because the laser will probably burn through it or leave burn marks. But that's up to you. But yeah, it's like a very large tray that moves throughout the whole thing. So, and we can see we got the belts, and the x-axis is also a belt. We can see the motor there. That's all underneath this channel. So in this corner, we can see the end-stop switch, plugs here. This little plug here goes to the fan, and I just routed it in that groove there. So we do have a fan that exhausts the smoke out, and you can run it through this pipe out the window or wherever. So on the front plate here, we do have a pretty large light, and also we can see our y-axis motor here on a rod that goes to the both sides. So on the very top of this frame piece, there's actually a camera there. If we actually go this way, we can see this is where it connects. So the front fascia is pretty clean. This is our control panel with a key here. Comes with a couple. So to turn on the machine, you will have to put the key in and actually turn it to on like that. And then this is our emergency stop. So if you push this down, it locks it. To unlock it, you have to twist it and it pops back up. So yeah, if nothing's working, make sure this is popped out up. We also have some navigation here, home and then movements, frame, and then the go or play button. Right around the corner, we got our micro SD card slot, a USB type C slot, and this part here is for the power supply and an on and off switch. And if we go off from there, we can see that we have a light on and off right here. And here we have fan on and off here. So this will control the exhaust fan. So everything is metal on this printer, and we're sitting on rubber feet on 4 corners. And the back is pretty clean. We do have a manufacturing label there. Also here in the back, this screw here is the tension or the lock for the wheel. And then the middle bolt there is the adjustment for the tension on the roller. And there's one of these on each side. And on the x-axis, we have the tensioner here, where we can adjust how much tension is on the belt in the back. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, very nicely built laser and looks really good here on the table. So let's go ahead and power this thing on. So we're plugged in. I just got the wire going underneath. Let's go ahead and hit the power button. And then we do have to turn the key to on. And the machine starts. So it is quite loud, at least the fan. And I'm just realizing it's mostly that thing. So let's go ahead and turn that off. Now it's really quiet. We do have a light here showing status, pulsing green. So we can control it here. We can actually move it. So every time you press it, it moves. Looks like just a couple millimeters in each direction. And also home it. Make sure everything works. All our end stops. Then here we have a frame button. Let's see. Okay, so it's got nothing to frame. So yeah, pretty straightforward. And we have our light here, on and off. Obviously we're going to keep that on as it makes the inside nice and bright. And so if we hit this stop button, you guys will see that everything will just shut off. So reset it, we're just going to spin it, turn it back on. So yeah, there's lots of safety here. So keys, this, and obviously we have the main switch here too.